Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Wolverines will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So Purdue's offense will go on the attack first. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup, but this game's not played on paper. Right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
From the gun, running back on the move. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake. Pocket breaking down. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge, just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, the ground game. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll keep it on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Simpson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
To the air. It's Underwood. Unloads to the right. It's caught. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got 3rd.
What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? Toss sweep to the right. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. He'll do it himself. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against the different defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
What a great job by the defense, understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they will.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quick spin on the run. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins, big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
It was a largely forgettable first year for Sharon Moore at Michigan until he beat Ohio State and Alabama, and that's the way you put an exclamation point on a season.
So it helped generate a little bit of momentum coming into this year, but after winning a national championship 2 seasons ago, fans want to get back to that, David. I think the biggest place they got to look is the quarterback spot.
And I think obviously it revolves around the quarterback spot. Last year they rotated guys. Defense was still very, very strong. They spent a lot of money in this offseason at that spot to get it solidified, and if they get that spot right, obviously this team takes off.
He leaves it with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Sets up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held onto it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. On 2nd and goal, they go right back to him. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines!
defense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for once.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built the lead.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got room. All out of space. At the 20. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The big explosive play put him right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. A first down run on the doorstep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And on that situation on the 1 yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. Tries again to get it in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack.
Touchdown, Michigan! made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And the Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Boilermakers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll go to the sneak. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Nice move to keep running. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Boilermakers are moving quickly down the field. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but If this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Grabbed in the middle, it's Simpson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Quickly out to the tight end. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This guy fits the bill, big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some 1st downs.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball goes out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range,
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Motion from the wideout. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
And the Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Line getting set on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Finds his target down the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. They march 78 yards down the field, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's McCoby. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
The Boilermakers will kick it off to start the second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He'll pull it down and run. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On the run, it's Hayes. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's not sexy, it's not pretty, it's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not the time to get super aggressive. Way to go high percentage, run the quarterback sneak, get the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's going to take off. There he goes. The freshman called his own number and kept his drive moving.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense trying to take it back. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it behind the line. It's McCoby. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on 3rd.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You gotta love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch, you gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long, you're gonna get the ball back, go get some water and celebrate.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's gonna earn his varsity letter. So here comes the Michigan offense. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points.
Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll bring it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Catch in the middle. It's Ross. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And the Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
After an abysmal first half, goose egg on the scoreboard, the offense trying to find itself. It's first down. The give from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Michigan has long had defenses built on discipline, carrying out their assignment, and they have done that to perfection today.
Carry out your assignment, do what you're supposed to do, but do it with bad intentions. That's what I like. I like the physicality. They want to hit you in the mouth. Year after year, Michigan players leave and they go to the NFL, but the next group.
A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You got to give this defense tons of credit because they have been lights out. They have not allowed a single point so far, and a big reason why is how well they're playing on the back end. They came into this game knowing the offense was going to try to throw the football, but they're not giving anything up, and another great job that time in coverage.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Purdue! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7.
That makes the score Michigan 35, Purdue 7.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Looking for room, it's Haynes. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with a W.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They'll keep it on the ground. He stopped just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. Needed more to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down.
Coming up.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Caught behind the line. It's McCoby. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're trying to crease them off the left tackle. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free. But the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And it's another tackle for loss for this defense. I'll tell you, they came into this game knowing they had to shut this guy down. He's one of the best in the nation, and they've given him the ball a bunch. He's just had nowhere to run, and I don't think anybody expected him to struggle as much as he had so far in this game.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Ross. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on a 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Release to the back. Caught over the middle. It's McCoby. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over there, they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Jukes his way for more. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
On the play.
And this defense and their team, honestly, has just built some momentum here in this fourth quarter, man. And I'm interested to see this offense and if they can respond, if they can be physical, if they can run the football, they can make some plays here in this fourth quarter.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Snagged in the middle, it's Simpson. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's McCulley. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Wants to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Boilermakers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back has it. Nice move, creates some space. Turning on the Jets. The tap. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Purdue!
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Well, great job by the hands team receiving there. They're able to spot the kick, fall on it, make sure they keep possession, secure it. Nice job.
Takes the handoff. It's Hayes. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And if I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.